cadeau. I got my bench press up to 525 pounds. Actually, there's a pretty clear-cut way to do this. Just old school progressive overload. That's all I do. You take one plate, 135 when you're starting out, or whatever. Maybe you start later on in life and suddenly you can bench 225. Some people are just naturally good. So you start at 135, and progressive overload is just gradually adding slightly more weight or more reps or a little less time in between sets. So you would take the 135 and you would say you got 3 sets of 5 to start. And the way I did it, I added another set until I could do 5 by 5, which is just the meat and potatoes of lifting. So you do that, and then you decrease time between sets, and you move up. You start at 135, and then you move up to 155, and you're doing 5 by 5 at 135. You drop it back down to 3 by 5, or whatever you can accomplish. 3 sets, 4 reps. You always start with a warm up and a burnout at the end. Now the burnout, my favorite when I was at 135 was I used to take the 45s off and then I'd put the 35s on. I would rep it out until I couldn't. You proceed until failure, actual failure, until you have a spotter pulling it off of you. And then you get your spotter to pull those 35s off, put on 25s, do the same thing until you can't, and then do 10s until you can't anymore. And then my favorite part would be saying, all right, now do a push-up. And the guy would try and do a push-up and he'd fucking flat right on his face. And that's how you know you did a fucking good chest workout. Now I've just followed that over the years. Lots of protein and progressive overload. Totally obtainable once a week. That's all I was doing. And when I was focusing bench, I was dialing back my other lifts and avoid high intensity cardio. Because when your heart rate gets up over the training zone, then you're burning everything. Anything your body needs, it's going to take. It's going to take muscles, it's going to take fat, it's going to take everything. So keep your cardio to a brisk walk. I'm not saying it's not necessary. Just don't lie stagnant. But I'm saying don't go intense. You can't be a boxer and put on 100 pounds of muscle. It's not going to happen. So that's how I got to 500 pounds. Progressive overload, eat a lot of food, dial back my cardio, and once a week. The road to 500 pounds.